don't give a shit. And it goes like this. Tell me about a time I know.
All right, so this is another classic example of I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is absolutely not how cortisol works. Not only that, but we keep treating cortisol like it's this terrible thing and that it should always be at zero, and that's just not the case, especially when it comes to exercise. The fact that he's saying that cortisol is higher when doing zone 2 is false. The fact that he's saying it's lower when you're doing high intensity exercise is false. In fact, when you do high intensity exercise, your cortisol acutely rises in order to help with glycogen release from the muscle so that you have energy to burn quickly. This is part of the natural human body's response to needing fast energy. In fact, you are also going to see some releases of your catecholamines, norepinephrine, epinephrine, your adrenaline. The body responds to high intensity exercise stress the way that it responds to any other stressor. It doesn't really know the difference. When you're doing zone 2, low intensity, you are typically not going to see a huge spike in your cortisol. Now, if we are going for long duration, low intensity exercise, so this can happen when we're looking at like ultra endurance, even marathon, and really anything over 45 to 60 minutes, there we might see an acute rise in our cortisol or some of our catecholamines, our adrenaline, simply because we have to start breaking down that stored glucose, that glycogen, in order to make sure that the body has continuous energy that it can burn, especially if we're not fueling intra-workout. So when you're seeing stuff like this and they're blaming cortisol for everything, honestly, I don't even know what to say about this because it's just completely and utterly false. I mean, this post has 71,000 likes and over 7,000 shares. And so this is the kind of nonsense that is being spread across the internet.